Find yourself sitting very comfortably, placing your palms onto your heart center to physically feel a connection. If you will, just close your eyes. Beginning to breathe slow and deep. And really allowing all bodily sensations to just flow away from you now, if you can. Bringing your awareness with your eyes closed to your third eye. That area just between your eyebrows, the middle of your forehead. So having a very soft and gentle gaze there. And as you breathe in, say quietly within yourself, I am aware of my eyes. And as you breathe out, I send a smile to my eyes. Again, breathing in, I am aware of my eyes. Breathing out, I send a smile to my eyes. As you continue to breathe, bring your awareness to the space and just behind your eyes. Acknowledge any sensations of lightness or openness, expansiveness. As you continue to breathe there, feel those sensations start to drop down towards your heart. Again, just silently within yourself, breathing in, I am aware of my heart. And breathing out, I send a smile to my heart. Breathing in, I am aware of my heart. And breathing out, I send a smile to my heart. Just working from this place of connectedness, mind and body, awareness. Make it your intention to be fully present today and with no expectations, to just allow whatever it is that needs to surface, to surface. And let your chin rest down into your chest. So opening your physical eyes and then slowly release your palms. And we will come up to standing, please. You can stand at the top of the mat if you're facing the screen, or in the middle of the mat, whichever works best for you. I'm going to stand with my feet right together. You can stand with your feet hip width apart if you like. Heels are just slightly parted if your toes are touching. Palms to the knees. Let's start to open. Inhaling, lifting up, rolling shoulders back, For a standing cat, you'll exhale, round out, pull the belly in, draw your chin to your chest. And inhale, buttocks back. Looking up, and then exhale. Finding lots of movement in the upper spine as you tuck down deep with the lower spine. Pulling that belly in as you round down. Allow your breath to lead the movements. Just feeling this gentle movement and opening of the heart as you lift up, roll those shoulders back, and then exhale, round down. Pressing your shoulders away from you. Let's do one more. Inhale, look up, and exhale. Let's extend the legs and slowly come to standing. Just roll your shoulders back and away from your ears a few times. Our standing side stretch. Inhale, reach up. Interlace those fingers. Index fingers can point up, and as you breathe out, make sure the hips are drawn back and shift towards your right. Inhaling, lifting, and exhaling, shifting to the other side, placing weight now into your right foot. Continue to move and breathe as it feels comfortable for you, really opening your body at a nice pace for you. Finishing on the other side. Find as much arch here as you can. The shoulders relaxed. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up, lengthen, and then exhale, reach out through those fingers. I'm going to take myself to the top of my mat. I will mirror you for this first part of the class. And palms to your heart center, moving through vinyasa. Inhale, reach up. Tummy snug as you exhale. Soften your knees and flow forward. Inhale, look up halfway. And exhale. Hands are flat to step or float all the way back. In your plank, you'll inhale at the top. Exhale, elbows in to slowly chaturanga down. Pointing your toes back. Roll shoulders back and down to inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And pull through your toes for downward facing dog. You can warm up here to the back of the legs, deep into the calves and hamstrings by walking your feet. And feeling that opening through the chest as you press your palms forward. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky for just a moment. And exhale, quietly step the foot forward towards the palm. It doesn't have to come all the way. We're coming to warrior one position. So the back heel rests down, the foot's on an angle. You're feeling very grounded through the feet. You can inhale, draw your arms back. And exhale, flow the arms up. Keeping your tummy engaged, let's inhale, lift up, and reach our arms out beside us now to interlace those fingers in Yoga Mudra behind us. Now straightening your back leg. Start to feel this physical stimulation across the chest as the muscles start to release and open. Always really using your breath to help bring this sense of ease and openness. Inhaling, releasing palms down a little. As you exhale, you'll lift the hands up a bit higher if you can. The last breath here. And releasing your palms down. Let's open the back foot out as wide as we can. And send your front knee forward. And let's start with palms resting on the heart again for just a moment. Just feel yourself as if you are thinking about things that you love and you're drawing them in towards you now. And we'll do that with an in-breath. And as you exhale, release your palms and slowly extend out and share that sensation of love. Palms are facing open and skyward. Inhale, palms back into the heart. Drawing in, and exhale, sharing the love or letting go of any fears of love or what that might bring. Inhale. You feel good about your grounding, about your lower body. So continue to enjoy this expansiveness of arms. Very nice, mindful movements. Good job, everyone. Inhale for the last one, and exhale, reach out. On an in-breath, windmill the back palm up and over. As you exhale, lift the back heel and let the knee rest down to the ground. The hips are released all the way forward, nice and square to the top of the mat, and you'll place your left palm flat towards the ground. On an inhale, lift your heart, and as you exhale, slowly open your free arm up towards the sky. You can keep the back knee down, or if you're looking for more stretch and rather more strengthening through the legs, you can lift the back knee up. So here we are strengthening your right leg. We're stretching the back leg. And of course you can feel this all across the chest and into the back. Just remembering that love moves in all directions. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And let the palm release down to the ground. With your tummy snug now, pop the back foot forward halfway, maybe even a little further. We're going to come up to standing, so lift your hands up, tummy snug. Working in towards a warrior three now. Transfer all your weight into your front right foot. And you're very lightly tippy-toeing the back toes. As you extend your front leg, lift the back leg off the ground. Working to square the hips towards the earth and reach out with your arms and of course, sending your sternum and your heart forward to reach through that crown, that third eye. Full breath. If you can, flex that back foot. You're going to stay here for another couple breaths if you can. Whenever you're ready to come out, we're going to quietly step that back foot now, softening the front knee, everybody stepping back, and then opening those legs. Finding yourself turning your toes slightly inward towards one another. Inhale, reach up with your palms. And as you exhale, tummy engaged. Slowly flowing forward. Palms to the earth. Inhale, look up halfway. And exhale, release. The head's coming down. feel really centered. Starting by feeling centered of where your weight is placed in your feet. And then once you're not concerned about your balance, you can make your center to be your heart. Then place your palms to the outsides of your legs, towards your ankles if you can, or even using your peace fingers to hold on to your big toes and gently draw up. Just enjoy a few letting go breaths here. Really emptying out, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, to be open and awake and ready for whatever the process brings. Just finishing this last breath, guiding your head as closely towards the earth as you can. And when you're ready, release your palms, engage your tummy, arms up beside you or to your waist. Be sure your head is lifted, and then we'll slowly come all the way up. So reach way up and exhale, palms to your heart center. All right, so now we're going to turn in the other direction. If that means you're facing backwards, that's totally fine. Just use your listening skills. We're going to do the same poses. So adjusting your footing here. Let's go ahead and inhale, windmill up. And as you exhale, carefully lift the back heel and let the knee rest down to the ground. With the hips forward, we're starting with a twist. So place your right palm down to the ground. Inhale, lift your head and chest, and lift your left palm towards the sky. Full breaths, again doing the same thing, whatever you did on the other side, that back knee. I chose to place some symbols of love in and around my yoga space this morning. If you can connect with anything in your space that you really, really care for, or that you have strong, loving feelings for, perhaps allow that to be a nice stimulation for your heart. Last full cycle of breath here to look way up. And letting that palm release down. Just popping the back foot forward a couple inches, let the heel rest down. We're still prepped for a wide warrior two. So inhale, windmill up. And as you exhale, you can send the front knee forward. Again, we'll start with hands on the heart. Good place to start always. Coming from the heart space. And do draw your right hip back so you're feeling safe, secure with your standing, and bringing in all those things that you love into your heart center with that in-breath. And exhale, really feel a sense of giving, sharing as you open. Inhale, find your own rhythm, your own sense of spanda, just this vibration of Earth's energy. That's like a pulse. See if you can find yourself moving and breathing with that pulse. Slowly releasing the arms. Walking the back foot in, heels, toes a little bit. And prepping yourself for your warrior one. Remember, we will return back to facing towards the monitor in a bit. So hips are square now towards the back of your mat. And we inhale, reach up. And exhale, extend out to interlace your fingers opposite from what you had last time. send the front knee all the way forward, pressing vigorously with that back foot. I'm taking a few breaths here in this shape. Do draw the front rib cage down. Sometimes we feel that to open the heart we need to arch back a lot, and that's a good idea, but it's going to come up in some of our poses towards the end of the session. But for here, for now, I'd like you to feel equal lifting in the front and back body. Just rolling back through the shoulders as you breathe. The last breath here. And slowly release the palms down. And again, you're going to pop that back foot forward a little bit more, setting up for a warrior three. That's the balancing pose. So just listening. So you transfer all your weight into your left foot now. Arms are up beside you like wings. Inhale, slowly lift that back leg up. Take your time. Lifting the back leg, flexing the back foot, and really find yourself extending out. The real purpose is to fully and completely feel the loving vibrations within, so that we can share those vibrations and really make the world a better place. Last breath here. We're going to quietly step that back foot to the ground once again, and then turn our feet inwards. All right, adjusting yourself now for triangle pose. Let's start with the right side, turning your right toes out and away from you. Let's make sure this leg is straight and extended. Inhale, lift your arms up. Just exhale, breathe here for a few breaths. So one of the symbols of the heart chakra is a six-pointed star, of which now if you can imagine those triangles in the six-pointed star. Really feel the triangle at the base of your legs pointing upward. This is our matter, our physical selves grounding. Now as you breathe, reach forward as much as you can, and then let that palm release towards the ground. Inhale, lifting up your left palm. If you can, with your neck, turn and look up. If that doesn't feel nice, you know it's always your option to turn and look down. And if it's available to you and you can feel a nice softening and gaze towards your thumb from your third eye, a connection to your heart. You really feel that your physical being, this matter here, is extending itself, reaching up towards that spirit world. And then nice twist through the torso as you take one more full cycle of breath here. Then press your feet firmly into the earth, keeping the legs extended. You'll inhale, lift up. Nice, and exhale. You can let your arms have a little rest if you like. We're going to adjust the footing, turning the left toes out and away. So more concerned with the full extension of your left leg here. As that right hip might come forward a little, it's okay. And now taking a moment to imagine a pointed star facing downward, like a triangle pointing down. Inhale, reaching forward as much as you can, and slowly let your arm rest down. See if you can find any triangles within this pose that have that pointing downward sensation. And in doing that, we're really breathing and Imagining that spirit world coming down to meet matter. Who's coming to meet us and support us. Anahata is the name of the chakra, the heart center, and it means unstruck. Last breath here. And press your feet to the ground. Inhale, lift up. So unstruck, that sound made when two things are not striking. All right, turning your toes inward now. Let's walk in heels, toes. Till your feet are hip width apart. Please remember from the ASI's points here in the front of your hips. If you will, for your arms, you can inhale, arms up in front of you, and then exhale, lift your heels. Let's warm up those feet a little. Let the heels just release down. Again, inhale, lift the heels up. And when you're ready, let the heels release down. One more full lift and extension through those toes. Yes, the toes are flexing now as the heels lift, and then let the heels release down. So we're going to come down now. Lift your heels as high as you can. If you can, keep your arms out in front of you. The knees are just going to kind of fall forward. The back body is sliding down. And you're watching not to lean forward. So I really have to use my inner thighs. My heels are lifted a lot. If this isn't good for your knees, no worries. Bring yourself into a different variation, or perhaps just come right down to the ground, onto your tummy. We're going to be moving there in a bit for everyone. Now you can take your palms to your heart. Checking in. How are we doing? And then slowly let's come down towards the ground, everyone. So orient yourself on your mat, facing forward or whatever feels good. We're going to come into a cobra pose. Legs extended with the big toenails pressing down. Just hands one line from your shoulders here, the elbows in close to the ribs. Press the hips down, and on in-breath, lift your head and chest. As you exhale, if you wish, you can move and breathe. Or on your next breath in, you can take it up and you can continue to breathe and hold the lift. Lots of work feeling the back muscles, the elbows in close towards the rib cage as you breathe. Let's take a couple more breaths here. And slowly let yourself release, coming all the way down. Moving into a little mini flow. Tummy snug as you inhale, press yourself up towards upward facing dog. See how this is for you today. Hands right below the shoulders. Knees are cleared off the ground. You can't see very well, but the hips are off the ground. Your inner thighs are working, core is working, and you're opening your heart. You're shining it forward. You're feeling more awake, very alert with the challenge of the pose. And take a couple more breaths here if you can. Draw the chin back gently. And then we'll pull through those toes and come to downward facing dog. So here's where the flowing part comes in. You'll have a choice of coming towards this down dog each time, or if you're wanting a little bit more rest, you can take yourself towards a mini down dog here. So let's move and breathe together. Inhale, come forward for up dog, where the toes stay tucked. So we're doing this really old Tibetan style of up dog, and then exhale, shift back. heels to the ground, or that could have been your mini down dog. So we're going to inhale straight away, heart shine forward, and exhale, downward facing dog. Again, in breath, I'll demo the mini down dog. Knees would be to the ground as you exhale, shifting back. So no fidgeting or fussing, we're just shifting forward and back with the breath. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And when you're ready, inhale, heart over hands for a plank pose. We won't hold it long because we're really feeling it now. Tummy snug, slowly come on down towards the ground. And let your toes relax. Just one palm can rest on top of the other as you turn your cheek. Just taking a few centering breaths, feeling the connection of your heart towards the earth. The beating of your heart. Building strong, healthy heart, regardless of the true state or condition. Turn your cheek the other way for a couple more breaths. And enjoying the rise and fall, feeling the spanda of the earth, the energy of everything around us, this natural pulse. And we'll extend the right arm, please, everyone. I'm not mirroring you now. Extend your right arm out and engage your right shoulder right down to the ground as we come onto the side body. Send the hips forward. So the bottom knee is slightly bent. The head's relaxing towards the ground. And you feel a comfortable position so your weight is off the breast. When you're ready, lift the left palm up to the sky. And if you can lift your left leg up. Pointing those toes, drawing that leg back. Notice that you're able to give yourself as much stretch as you need here and across the heart as you breathe. Let's take your last full cycle of breath here. And slowly release, coming back down onto the belly. We'll extend your left arm out now, 90 degrees from your body. Again, find it so that the front of your shoulder is connected to the ground and you're sending your hips forward with that bottom knee bent. Lifting your right arm up this time, your right leg, pointing those toes. We're going to find a place where you're hanging out more than feeling the right thigh really working. So you have to send the hip forward and draw the leg back and just do what you can. And rolling back to feel that openness through the chest. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here. I'm feeling my pink rose there my foot. And slowly release. Palm coming down onto your belly. Full breaths here. With hands underneath your shoulders, tummy snug, shift yourself back towards child's pose. If you like, if it feels okay for you, keep your arms extended out in front of you. If you want to rest, you can let your arms come alongside the body, the forehead, the third eye resting to the ground. And a really nice position now to feel the back of the heart space. Just stretching, opening, releasing. So you completely let go with one more letting go breath. Let's extend our arms forward now. As much as you can, reach through those fingers and have a space between your palms and to bring yourself through. Low to the ground, elbows down, tummy snug, inching forward. So we're going to do a good quadricep stretch here, extending out through your right arm. And bring your left palm around behind you. Hold on to the foot. The knees stay towards one another. And on your inhale, you lift your head and your chest, pressing the hips down. As you exhale, if it feels okay, press that left foot into your palm. Options of lifting the front hand and the back foot off the ground. And just taking a few breaths here. And working on lots of the arching back to really get a good heart opener. The end of the class especially. So the reason we think about a lot of back bending when we think about the heart center is because most of us walk around and do things on the computer and stuff with the shoulders falling forward and getting quite tight. And you see when the chest becomes tight and the heart becomes closed, the shoulders come forward. Let's extend out now through the left palm, and your right hand can come around behind you. Press the pelvis down to the ground and slowly inhale, lifting head and chest, that back knee if you can. Find the breath. And lifting again your free palm and leg. Last full breath here. Just coming down now. And place the palms underneath the shoulders, tummy snug, and shift yourself back to that closing posture, the protecting pose. The forehead down to the ground, child's pose as you breathe. A lot of heart work. When I think of heart work and healing, I lots of times think of inner child. It's a really nice time now for us to relate to that young-hearted, childlike being that we once were. And start to nurture any aspects of it now. Any aspects of scarring or hurt, pain. And if you're so blessed as to feel completely whole of heart, just revel in that. And with your head heavy, your tummy snug, we'll slowly start to round our way up towards sitting. And really taking our time to stack the spine and continuing to work on the awareness. And where do we feel open? And where do we feel closed? If you're comfortable to sit as you are here, please continue to join me. If you need to adjust your sitting due to your knees, do that now. We'll inhale, reach up when you're ready. And exhale, let your right arm cross over your left. Oh, that was a good one. Let your palms press together and shoulders relax down. And go ahead and start to wiggle yourself in. Full breaths. Just doing what feels nice here. And when you're ready, you can lift your elbows way up, lift your chin way up. Take a deep breath here, and then exhale. Slowly let the elbows release down, and you can let your arms release down. Let's do the same of the other side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, let your left arm cross over your right. When you're ready, and continue to explore the sensations of your upper middle back. Feel free to stop and start movement as you please. Slowly come up to sitting straight up. Lift your elbows nice and high, chin up. Feel that sense of lifting and opening and awakening. And then exhale, elbows release down. Good, we're going to crawl ourselves forward now, coming into a hip stretch. Flip your right knee forward. I'm mirroring you still. You can go towards a full pigeon pose, or if you like here, you can work towards the easy pigeon, just moving your right foot away from you and finding 90 degrees of both the front and the back knee. So intention now is to get into your right hip and buttocks. And inhale, sit up tall. As you exhale, just whatever variation you're in, and start to let your chest come down towards the ground. If you're in full pigeon variation and you want to slide your elbows forward to get a nice stretch in through the triceps, that's a lovely option. You can place your palms in prayer towards the back of your head with the fingers pointing back. That would be in the other variation. This one you probably can't get quite that close to the ground. Really just making sure all the body is being recognized here in our session today. Let's take one more full breath. And slowly inhale, lift your head and chest. With your tummy snug, place your hands flat, fingers pointing forward. Tuck the back toes, and we can all shift into downward facing dog for just a moment and shuffle it out. And when you're ready, you can send your left knee forward. Find your full pigeon variation, stretching all the way back if that's what you're choosing, or letting your hips come down to the ground. Sending now your left foot forward at 90 degrees, the front knee, and about 90 the back. That one's not quite as important. We're going to inhale, sit tall. And the idea is to aim your heart towards the foot. You're right down into this nice space you have between your legs. If your mind is busy today, you can choose the seed sound yum as the mantra. Y-A-M, pronounced yum. It has that nice vibrational sound and humming sound, like the sound of Om. And just 2 more breaths here on the side. Tummy engaged. When you're ready, lift your head and chest. And we'll send both legs forward. Just shaking the legs up now. We're going to come down towards the ground nice and slow. Legs extended is a bit more advanced. Bending of the knees, feet flat is a little easier. Find your option. Let's all sit tall, reach through the palms. Inhaling first. And as you breathe, just using your natural rhythm of breath, start to round down, really feel a tuck through the lower back. And you'll feel your heels start to slide forward. That's okay. Allow them to move with you as you breathe. Just taking your time to come all the way down to the ground. Let's do a little hugging of the knees and a rocking on the back for a moment before we come into our next pose. So I'll give you the option to continue doing this and even watching the monitor if you like. If you've never done the fish Matsyasana and you really want to get an opportunity to see how it's done, then you can do that. Those of you that want to move with me now, go ahead and place your feet flat on the ground, and then we'll inhale, lift the hips up and place the palms facing downward, side by side, underneath the buttocks. So I'm drawing the elbows in as much as I can, and then letting the legs extend out. Find your little fishtail, flex your feet. Make sure you feel comfortable on your wrists or hands. Jewelry is not really welcome in this pose and kind of best set aside for yoga practice typically. When you're ready, you can start to press the elbows down. Now do not move your head from side to side if you're trying to watch anymore. Your head just goes straight back and you find the position that feels good for you. Your head may be staying down to the ground, or maybe you're able to inch your elbows in a little bit more and then find your head just release off the ground. Really feel that lifting, that rising, that opening of your heart center.
This really is our main pose that we are working towards. So breathe a hue of green or pink into your heart center. Use whatever tools necessary to come to contact with deep connection with your heart. Just feeling the sensations there. If you can, roll the shoulders back a little more. We're going to try to hold it for a couple more breaths. You need to come down earlier. You slowly just start to straighten your arms. Welcome the sensations. Last breath here. We're all straightening the arms, letting the head come down to the ground, sliding away from us. Bend the knees to carefully lift the hips and we remove our palms like that. And now's the time to place the left palm to the heart, the right palm to the belly. I suggest soles of the feet together as the knees splay apart. It's a beautiful time now to, again, breathe in. I'm aware of my heart. Breathing out, I send a smile to my heart. Really allow yourself this opportunity to relax and let go. Emotional responses are normal and are best welcomed. Enjoy your last connected breath here in this pose. Use the inner thighs to draw the knees towards one another. Very slowly peel away the palms from your heart and your belly. Hug your knees into your chest. And you can rock a little side to side if you need. I encourage you to interlace your fingers and place them behind your head, just the base of your skull, above the neck. So not on the neck, please. Keep your elbows open. Inhale. Exhale, feel the engagement of all the core muscles, and then lift your heart and your shoulders off the ground. Keep breathing here, and we're going to inhale, extend the legs up. Just a little bit of core work. Flex your feet. So you exhale, open your legs. Now, if your legs are further away from you than they are like centered or towards you, then bend your knees a bit, please. Inhale, heels together. And then exhale, point your toes. We're going to reach out, tummy snug, reaching out, feeling your core working to support your back. All the way down, just breathing whatever breath. Then when you're ready, inhale, knees in. Extending the legs up. Let's take an inhale. And exhale, open the legs wide. Again, inhale, heels together. And exhale, point your toes and continue to breathe as the shoulders stay off the ground if you can. Notice that your head come back down to the ground. Watch that you're not pulling up on your neck or head. When you're ready, knees into the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Legs all the way up. And exhale, open. So the last one. Inhale, heels together. Exhale, reaching out and then just breathing. Finding that natural rhythm of breath. Good job. Hug the knees into the chest. Head all the way up. And then head down to the ground to rock on your back. Alright, now for our last pose, a grounding twist. I always encourage you to do whatever feels best for you. And I'm going to finish with the 2 knees twist today, but you can do 1 knee twist or cat pose or whatever feels good. So I'm extending my arms out 1 line from my shoulders, T position. If you want to join me for 2 knees twist, tummy snug, and letting the knees flow towards the right side of your body. Your palm can go on top of the knees. Do press your head down as you lift your shoulders up to really move deeper into the twist, and then turn your cheek the other way. No thoughts, just feeling, being with the sensations. The yum, yum, yum. Last breath here. Now let's go down to the ground flat. Tummy engaged as you inhale. Lift the feet and knees up. And then again, as you exhale, the knees will float to the other side. Really important to get that deep twist through the upper middle back. As you settle yourself in, just turning your cheek the other way. What does the stillness offer you? Who is noticing your heart? Check in very deeply with who you really are. So who notices? Who is noticing? Last breath here. And Your hands flat to the ground. Again, inhale, lift the knees up. Just hug your knees in. Do any last bit of head to knees that might be needed, or rocking on your back. Before you go now to position yourself, please, for Shavasana and for relaxation. If you can, settle yourself into a nice position where the heart feels open. And if you feel like your shoulders are rounded, sometimes it's nice to place a pillow underneath your chest to encourage that last little bit of opening, extra opening. You can just lighting and create a soft mood. I'm going to share a metta meditation, a loving kindness meditation with you today. Just getting yourself all settled in. Just know that this meditation uses words, images, and feelings only to evoke a loving kindness and friendliness towards oneself and others. It can also bring up feelings contrary to loving kindness, and it's okay. Feelings of irritation or anger, whatever. If this happens, it is especially important to be patient and kind towards yourself. Just allowing whatever arises to be received in a spirit of friendliness. And kind affection. Now just let your heart be soft and let go of any plans or preoccupations. Beginning with yourself. Breathe gently and recite inwardly the following traditional phrases directed towards your own well-being. You, beginning with yourself, because without loving yourself, it is almost impossible to love others. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe from inner and outer dangers. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. Now choose a friend. Choose someone in your life who has loved and truly cared for you. And really picture this person and carefully recite the same phrases.
May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well in body and mind. And may you be at ease and happy. Extend your meditation now to picture and include community members and very much feeling the love now. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. And now is the more challenging to include the difficult people in your life. Perhaps even if you would consider someone to be an enemy. Just wishing that they too may be filled with loving kindness and peace. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. So loving kindness can be practiced anywhere. You can use this meditation anytime you choose. And as you silently practice this meditation among people, you will come to feel a wonderful connection with them. It's the power of loving kindness. It will calm your mind and keep you connected to your heart. And start to deepen your breath now. Bringing some movement to your fingers and to your toes. And you can slowly turn your head from side to side. With your head back to center, extend your legs and your arms nice and long. Now reach out and stretch. Inhale, stretch and stretch. And then exhale. Go ahead and bend at the knees now with feet to the ground. Just let your knees flow from side to side. And with your knees back to center, hug them into your chest. Your palms on your knees. Do hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your head all the way up towards those knees. And let your head return back down to the ground. Find a little rocking on your back from side to side. Just rolling onto one side of your body and bringing yourself to a comfortable sitting position for our closing of the class. And I encourage you to bring your palms to your heart center in Anjali Mudra and really feel the base of your thumbs connected to that physical heart. And just looking down towards your heart for a moment. If you will, imagine a little bit of symbolism in with your hands as if they were a lotus flower. A lotus flower which grows in the mud and murky waters and slowly emerges in bright, beautiful color, slowly opening one petal at a time as your fingers start to open. The lotus flower is a symbol of spirituality. Let it be a symbol for you of this growth and renewal. If you will, please join me for the chanting of Om 3 times. So I'll exhale and release the air from the lungs. Take a deep breath in. And I wish you all peace and body harmony. Namaste.